Well, Prince Louis, vision has emerged of him absolutely beaming as he accepted boxes of Cadbury chocolate.
The spotlight was supposed to be on the royal family's Christmas concert, but it was Prince Louis who stole the show with his cheeky antics, leaving even Queen Camilla stunned. The 6-year-old royal, known for his playful personality, had the Abbey buzzing as his unfiltered charm took center stage. Rumors about his behavior were finally put to rest, and Camilla's reaction said it all. From giggles to gasps, Louis proved he's the royal everyone's talking about. Prince Louis steals the spotlight at royal events. At royal events filled with pomp, grandeur, and tradition, it's often young Prince Louis who manages to steal the show with his cheeky antics and irresistible charm. But how does a 6-year-old manage to overshadow even the most celebrated royals? And what is it about Louis that has captivated the hearts of millions worldwide? From his balcony debut as a toddler at Trooping the Color, to his unforgettable appearances at Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee, Prince Louis has consistently brought humor and humanity to royal occasions. Who could forget the moment he covered his ears during the deafening roar of military jets overhead during the Jubilee celebrations? His exaggerated expressions and playful energy offered a refreshing glimpse of normalcy amidst the formality of royal life. Social media exploded with memes, and he quickly became an internet sensation, with captions like, "Prince Louis is all of us," trending for days. More recently, Louis charmed audiences at Princess Kate's annual Christmas Carol concert at Westminster Abbey. While the historic Abbey dazzled with golden lights, lush garlands, and angelic choirs, it was Louis who captured everyone's attention. Playfully bouncing in his seat and whispering to his siblings, he brought a lightheartedness to the formal occasion. Even the most composed of attendees couldn't help but smile at his antics. Unlike his older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, who are often described as poised and mature beyond their years, Louis embraces his youthful innocence with gusto. He fidgets, pulls funny faces, and interacts with his family in ways that feel relatable to families everywhere. His lively personality is a stark contrast to the often serious demeanor expected of royals, making him a favorite among royal watchers. What makes Prince Louis so endearing is his ability to humanize the royal family. Behind the crowns and traditions, his playful energy reminds people that even royals are just a family at heart. Whether he's goofing around with Princess Charlotte or holding hands with Prince George, his bond with his siblings showcases the warmth and love that exists even under the monarchy's spotlight. As Prince Louis grows, it's clear he will continue to bring joy and authenticity to royal events. In a world that often takes itself too seriously, perhaps we all need a little more of Prince Louis's carefree charm. Camilla's reaction to Prince Louis's behavior. At royal events filled with elegance and tradition, it's often the youngest family members who bring an element of surprise. And Prince Louis, at just 6 years old, is no stranger to stealing the spotlight. But during Princess Kate's annual Christmas Carol concert at Westminster Abbey, it wasn't just Louis's playful antics that caught the world's attention. It was Queen Camilla's reaction that truly set tongues wagging. What happened that left everyone buzzing? And what does it say about the dynamics within the royal family? Known for his cheeky personality, Prince Louis has become a fan favorite at public events. Whether he's making funny faces, bouncing in his seat, or whispering to his siblings, Louis brings a refreshing sense of humor to the typically formal royal gatherings. At the Christmas concert, he was his usual lively self, adding a playful energy to the otherwise serene and festive atmosphere of Westminster Abbey. But as Louis's antics unfolded, cameras quickly shifted to capture Camilla's reaction, and it was priceless. While most of the royals smiled or chuckled at Louis's unfiltered moments, Camilla's reaction appeared more restrained. A quick raise of the eyebrows here, a slight glance there. It seemed as though the queen consort might have been caught off guard by the young prince's behavior. Was she amused, annoyed, or simply unsure how to respond? The internet, as always, was quick to speculate. Within hours, social media was filled with clips of Louis's antics, alongside captions like, "Camilla's trying not to laugh," and "Is Camilla holding back her thoughts?" Camilla's reaction, whether deliberate or unintentional, highlighted a generational divide within the monarchy. While Prince William and Princess Kate have embraced a more modern and relatable parenting style, allowing their children to behave naturally at public events, Camilla represents a more traditional view of royal decorum. For some, her reaction symbolized the balancing act the royal family faces, maintaining centuries-old traditions while adapting to a world that increasingly values authenticity and relatability. Prince Louis, with his boundless energy and charm, continues to show that even at the most formal of occasions, a little laughter and lightheartedness can go a long way. And as for Camilla, whether her reaction was one of amusement or quiet disapproval, one thing is certain. Prince Louis knows how to leave a lasting impression, even on the Queen Consort. Prince Louis's role in modernizing the monarchy. When you think of the British monarchy, tradition, formality, and grandeur often come to mind. But what happens when a cheeky 6-year-old prince starts to capture the world's heart with his lighthearted antics? Enter Prince Louis, the youngest child of Prince William and Princess Kate, whose playful personality is helping reshape how the royal family is perceived. Could this pint-sized royal be the key to modernizing the monarchy? And what makes his role so unique? Prince Louis has become a fan favorite precisely because of his unfiltered moments at royal events. From covering his ears during loud flyovers at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, to pulling funny faces at photographers, he has brought a refreshing sense of humanity to the royal family. While his older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, often sit poised and composed, Louis isn't afraid to let his lively personality shine, reminding us all that even royals are, at their core, just like any other family. But what makes Prince Louis's role in the monarchy so important? His authenticity and charm have struck a chord with modern audiences who are increasingly looking for relatability over rigid tradition. In an era when the monarchy faces growing scrutiny and the pressure to remain relevant, Louis's candidness offers a glimpse into a more accessible royal family, one that people feel connected to, rather than distanced from. Prince William and Princess Kate's parenting style has played a significant role in this shift. Unlike previous generations of royals who were encouraged to suppress emotions and adhere strictly to protocol, William and Kate allow their children to behave naturally in public. This more modern approach not only endears the royal family to the public, but also signals a break from the stiff formalities of the past. Louis's antics, while entertaining, also carry a deeper significance. By being unapologetically himself, he embodies a new kind of royal, one that balances tradition with relatability, formality with playfulness. His unguarded moments showcase the monarchy's ability to adapt to changing times and audiences, bridging the gap between a centuries-old institution and a fast-evolving modern world. The Christmas Carol Concert, a stage for Louis's antics. The annual Christmas Carol Concert at Westminster Abbey is known for its elegance, tradition, and festive cheer. Organized by Princess Kate, the event celebrates the spirit of giving and community, bringing together royals, celebrities, and honored guests. But this year, amidst the grandeur, it was the youngest royal, Prince Louis, who stole the show. How did a 6-year-old manage to captivate the audience? And what was it about his antics that had everyone talking? The Abbey, transformed into a magical wonderland with glowing golden lights, lush green garlands, and a towering Christmas tree, set the perfect stage for a memorable evening. The choir's angelic harmonies and heartfelt performances by stars like Craig David added to the enchanting atmosphere. Yet, all eyes kept drifting to Prince Louis, whose playful energy brought a unique charm to the event. While his older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, sat composed and poised, Louis couldn't contain his excitement. Dressed in a smart navy suit and red tie, he fidgeted in his seat, exchanged whispers with his siblings, and occasionally made funny faces. His candidness was a delightful contrast to the formality of the occasion, reminding everyone that even royal children are just kids at heart. One particularly memorable moment came when Louis leaned over to whisper something to Princess Charlotte, who tried to stifle a giggle. The audience couldn't help but smile, and cameras naturally gravitated toward the youngest prince. His antics brought a sense of warmth and relatability to an event often steeped in tradition and decorum. Even Queen Camilla, known for her composed demeanor, was spotted cracking a smile at Louis's carefree behavior. While some might argue that his playful energy was a bit too much for such a formal setting, Most agreed that it added a refreshing touch of humanity to the royal family's image. The Christmas Carol concert isn't just about music and festive decorations. It's a celebration of community and kindness. Yet, moments like these, where Prince Louis's lively personality shines, make the event even more special. His antics remind us that behind the crowns and titles, the royals are a family like any other, full of love, laughter, and endearing chaos. Camilla's strained relationship with younger royals. Queen Camilla has stepped into her role as the queen consort with grace, but her relationship with the younger royals has often been a topic of speculation. What's really going on behind the scenes? And why do many wonder if there's tension between her and Prince William's children, particularly Prince Louis, Princess Charlotte, and Prince George? As the wife of Prince Charles, Camilla has taken on numerous royal duties and has made efforts to bond with the younger generation. However, her relationship with them hasn't always been smooth sailing. For one, the younger royals have grown up in a very different environment than Camilla did. Prince William and Princess Kate are known for their modern parenting style, which encourages their children to express themselves freely and enjoy their childhood without the weight of royal expectations. In contrast, Camilla grew up in a time when children in royal circles were expected to behave with strict decorum. This difference in upbringing has led to some awkward moments. For example, at public events, while little Prince Louis is known for his playful antics and candidness, Camilla often appears more reserved. Some observers have noted that her reactions to the younger royals' behavior can seem a bit stiff or uncertain. Is she unsure how to interact with them, or is she simply adhering to the traditional values that she was raised with? Compounding these challenges is the legacy of Camilla's marriage to Prince Charles. Many royal watchers have pointed out that there's a historical shadow over her role. She was once viewed with skepticism by the public, especially due to her relationship with Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana. This past can create a kind of distance between her and the younger royals, who may still be processing the complex dynamics of their family. Despite these challenges, there are moments that hint at a budding relationship. Camilla has made efforts to be involved in family activities, including school events and public outings. Over time, as the younger royals grow and mature, there's hope that the relationships will strengthen. Could it be that with time and shared experiences, Camilla will find common ground with Prince William's children? As the royal family continues to evolve, the dynamics among the generations will undoubtedly shift. For now, the world watches closely, hoping for more moments of connection that showcase a united royal family. Prince Louis as a social media sensation. In a world dominated by digital connections and viral moments, it's surprising to see a 6-year-old prince capturing the hearts of millions online. But that's exactly what Prince Louis has done, emerging as a social media sensation. How did this little royal manage to become an internet favorite? And what is it about his antics that keeps everyone coming back for more? From the very first time he appeared on the royal scene, Prince Louis has been a bundle of joy. His playful personality shines through in every public appearance, whether he's pulling funny faces, covering his ears during loud events, or mischievously whispering to his siblings. These candid moments have made him a hit on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where fans eagerly share his most adorable clips. One of the standout moments that skyrocketed him to fame was during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. As the family gathered on the balcony at Buckingham Palace, Louis was the star of the show with his expressive reactions to the festivities. His exaggerated gestures and cheeky behavior captured the attention of not just royal fans, but anyone scrolling through their feeds. Memes and videos of his antics spread like wildfire, and the hashtag #PrinceLouis trended as people shared their favorite moments. But what makes Louis so appealing to audiences? Part of it is his unfiltered nature. He embodies the pure joy and curiosity of childhood, which resonates with parents and kids alike. In a world where social media often showcases polished perfection, Louis's genuine moments remind us of the beauty in being real and relatable. Moreover, his interactions with his siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, add to his charm. Whether they are giggling together or engaging in playful banter, their sibling dynamic is refreshing to watch. Fans love seeing the royal family as a relatable unit, just like any other family navigating the ups and downs of childhood. As he continues to grow, it's clear that Prince Louis will remain a social media darling. His ability to bring joy and laughter to people around the world is a testament to the power of authenticity. Can he keep captivating audiences as he matures? Will he continue to break the mold of traditional royal behavior? Camilla's role in balancing tradition and modernity. In the ever-evolving landscape of the British monarchy, Queen Camilla has emerged as a key figure tasked with balancing the weight of royal tradition with the demands of modern society. But how is she navigating this delicate balance? And what challenges does she face in her role as queen consort? Camilla's journey to the throne has not been without its hurdles. She entered the royal spotlight as the wife of Prince Charles, and with it came the legacy of a complicated past. Her relationship with Charles, which began long before his marriage to Princess Diana, has often put her at the center of public scrutiny. Yet, instead of shying away from her role, Camilla has embraced it, striving to modernize the monarchy while respecting its rich traditions. One of Camilla's strengths is her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. She has a genuine interest in various charitable causes, focusing on issues like literacy, domestic violence, and animal welfare. By championing these causes, she shows that the monarchy can be relevant and compassionate in today's world. Isn't it refreshing to see a royal figure who genuinely cares about social issues? Her hands-on approach helps bridge the gap between the royal family and the public, making her more relatable and accessible. At the same time, Camilla understands the importance of royal traditions. She often participates in ceremonial events, showcasing the monarchy's history and significance. From attending state banquets to participating in remembrance ceremonies, she honors the customs that have defined the royal family for centuries. This duality, respecting tradition while advocating for modern values, positions her as a stabilizing force within the monarchy. However, the challenge lies in balancing these two worlds. As the younger generation of royals, like Prince William and Princess Kate, embrace a more relaxed and relatable approach to their duties, Camilla must find a way to fit into this evolving dynamic. Will she adapt to their modern style, or will she continue to uphold the traditions she values? In her role, Camilla is not just a figurehead. She is an integral part of a monarchy in transition. Her ability to navigate the complexities of tradition and modernity will shape the future of the royal family. As she continues her work, many are left wondering how she will influence the monarchy in the years to come. Can she successfully unite the past with the present? Only time will tell. But for now, Camilla stands at the forefront of change, ready to lead the royal family into a new era. The public's fascination with Prince Louis. When it comes to the British royal family, there's no shortage of charm and charisma. Yet, one young royal has captured the public's heart like no other, Prince Louis. But what is it about this 6-year-old that has everyone so enchanted? And why does his playful spirit resonate with fans around the world? From the moment he burst onto the royal scene, Prince Louis has been a breath of fresh air. His infectious laughter and cheeky antics have made him a favorite among royal watchers and casual observers alike. Who could forget his adorable wave during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, or the way he covered his ears during the loud military flyover? These candid moments showcase a genuine joy that feels relatable, making him a symbol of childhood innocence in a world often filled with seriousness. Social media has played a significant role in amplifying Louis's popularity. Clips of his playful behavior go viral within minutes, with fans eagerly sharing their favorite moments. Memes featuring his funny faces and expressions flood platforms like Instagram and TikTok, turning him into a beloved internet sensation. Why do we find such joy in watching a young prince be a kid? Perhaps it's because he reminds us of our own children, or the joys of carefree youth. Moreover, Louis's interactions with his siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, add to his appeal. The sibling bond they share is heartwarming and relatable, showing that even royals experience the joys and challenges of family life. Their playful exchanges and shared giggles create a sense of warmth that draws people in. It's a reminder that, at the end of the day, they are just a family navigating the ups and downs of childhood. Prince Louis also represents a shift in how the royal family is perceived. Gone are the days when royals had to be perfectly composed at all times. Instead, Louis embodies a more modern approach, where authenticity and relatability take center stage. His carefree spirit brings a sense of joy that resonates with people of all ages, making him a refreshing figure in the often stuffy world of royalty. As he continues to grow, the public's fascination with Prince Louis shows no signs of fading. With each appearance, he captures hearts and reminds us of the simple joys of childhood. What delightful antics will he bring us next? Kate Middleton's leadership in showcasing family dynamics. As the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton has not only embraced her royal duties, but has also taken on a vital role in showcasing the dynamics of her family. With her warm personality and relatable approach, she has become a beacon of modern motherhood within the royal family. How has she managed to balance tradition with the realities of raising 3 young children? And why do so many people look to her as a role model? One of the most striking aspects of Kate's leadership is her ability to present a relatable image of family life. From candid moments captured during public appearances to heartwarming family photos shared on social media, she brings the royal family closer to the public. Who can forget the charming images of her playing with Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis during outings? These moments reveal a loving and playful family dynamic, breaking the stereotype of the stiff and formal royal family. Kate's approach to parenting is also refreshingly modern. She and Prince William have publicly emphasized the importance of nurturing their children's emotional well-being. This commitment to mental health has resonated with many parents who appreciate her efforts to create a supportive environment for her children. By openly discussing topics like anxiety and the importance of talking about feelings, Kate shows that even royals face the same challenges as everyday families. Isn't it inspiring to see someone in her position championing such vital issues? Moreover, Kate's leadership extends beyond her immediate family. She often includes her children in royal events, allowing them to experience the responsibilities that come with their titles, while also keeping things lighthearted. For example, during public events like the annual Christmas Carol concert, her children's playful interactions have added a touch of joy and humor. This blend of duty and fun illustrates that being a royal doesn't mean sacrificing the joys of childhood. As a role model, Kate encourages a sense of community and connection. She actively participates in various charitable causes, demonstrating to her children the importance of giving back and being involved in the community. This commitment to service is something she hopes to instill in her kids, showing them that being a royal comes with responsibilities beyond their titles. The future of the monarchy through the lens of young royals. As the British monarchy stands at a crossroads, the younger generation of royals is poised to shape its future in exciting ways. With Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis leading the charge, how will these young royals influence the royal family's relevance in the modern world? And what can we expect from them as they grow into their roles? The young royals represent a fresh perspective on what it means to be part of the monarchy. Unlike their predecessors, who often adhered strictly to tradition, George, Charlotte, and Louis are being raised in a more open and relatable environment. Their parents, Prince William and Princess Kate, have embraced a modern approach to parenting, allowing their children to express themselves freely and engage with the public in a genuine manner. This shift is already noticeable in public appearances, where their natural interactions resonate with audiences. Will they continue to break the mold and redefine royal expectations? One key aspect of their potential impact lies in social media. As digital natives, the young royals are growing up in a world where sharing experiences online is the norm. This offers a unique opportunity for the monarchy to connect with younger generations who crave authenticity and relatability. Imagine the future when Prince George shares his thoughts on social issues, or when Princess Charlotte uses her platform to support causes she cares about. How will this reshape the royal family's image in the eyes of the public? Moreover, the younger royals are witnessing firsthand the importance of service and charity. With their parents involved in various charitable organizations, they are learning the value of giving back to the community. As they grow older, their commitment to social issues could play a significant role in how the monarchy engages with current events. Will they champion causes like mental health, environmental sustainability, and social justice? Their involvement in these areas could help the monarchy remain relevant in a rapidly changing world. As they transition into adulthood, we may also see the young royals take on more responsibilities. The transition from childhood to their royal duties will undoubtedly be scrutinized, but there is excitement surrounding how they will navigate this journey. How will they balance their personal lives with their royal obligations? The future of the monarchy is bright when viewed through the lens of these young royals. Their unique upbringing, modern values, and willingness to engage with the public could help bridge the gap between tradition and contemporary society. As they step into their roles, the world will be watching closely, eager to see how they redefine what it means to be a royal. With their charm and authenticity, it's clear that the next generation of royals is ready to make a lasting impact.
I haven't really scraped the surface on my experience, but I do think that I would never want someone else to feel that way.
As one of the most publicized royal couples in modern history, the lives of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been under constant scrutiny. Their every move, every word, and every decision have been analyzed by the press and the public. However, no one could have predicted the emotional moment that would soon unfold between them. Prince Harry, known for his candidness and open heart, found himself in tears after witnessing an unexpected transformation in his wife, Meghan Markle. This wasn't just any change, it was a shift that caught everyone by surprise. What could have possibly led to this? Meghan, who had always been seen as a strong and independent woman, had undergone a dramatic personal evolution. This transformation was both visible and emotional, and for Harry, it represented a new chapter in their lives together. For a woman who had once faced relentless criticism and had to fight against public perception, this was a moment of reckoning. It was not only a realization of her own growth, but also a turning point for their family as a whole. As the couple navigated the challenges of living outside the royal spotlight, Meghan began to evolve in ways that even Prince Harry hadn't anticipated. The impact of this transformation, both on her and on their relationship, would soon become undeniable. She was no longer just the Duchess of Sussex, a figure defined by royal duty and protocol. Meghan had stepped into her own, taking control of her personal and professional life, advocating for causes she believed in, and shedding the weight of the media's harsh judgment. This new Meghan was someone Harry had never seen before. She was confident, outspoken, and unapologetically herself. This moment of change wasn't just a superficial shift in her image. It was a deeper transformation that affected her entire being. It was a reawakening, and in Harry's eyes, it was a revelation. Meghan had not just changed her role in the world, she had evolved into the woman she was always meant to be. And this change would shape the future of their lives together. This chapter of their journey, though full of challenges, marked the beginning of a new, more authentic era for both of them. Meghan's journey of self-discovery. Meghan Markle's transformation did not happen overnight. It was the result of years of personal growth, the pressure of being in the public eye, and the emotional weight of the criticism she faced. After stepping down from royal duties, Meghan found herself at a crossroads. She was no longer just a royal. She was a mother, a wife, and a woman rediscovering her voice. What led to this pivotal change? Meghan's journey of self-discovery began with her stepping away from the constant media coverage that had once defined her life. She and Harry sought refuge in their new home, far from the prying eyes of the press, and Meghan finally had the space to breathe, to think, and to explore who she truly was beyond the expectations of royalty. With the support of Prince Harry, she found the courage to explore her own identity without the constraints of royal life. No longer living in the shadow of tradition, Meghan was able to redefine her purpose, becoming an advocate for causes she truly believed in. As Meghan continued her work with various charities and causes, her self-assurance grew. She used her platform to speak out about racial inequality, women's rights, and mental health, issues that were close to her heart. Her activism became her voice in a world that had once tried to silence her. She found joy in helping others, in using her position for good. Meghan was no longer the woman defined by public opinion or royal expectations. Instead, she was finding peace in who she truly was. This newfound clarity transformed Meghan, not only in how she carried herself, but in how she approached life and her role in the world. Meghan had always been a driven and ambitious woman, but as she found her voice outside of royal duties, she blossomed in a way that no one, not even Harry, had fully anticipated. Her transformation wasn't just about stepping into her power. It was about shedding the past, the labels, and the limitations that had been placed on her. Meghan was free to be unapologetically herself, and she was embracing it with every step she took. Harry's reaction: a changed man. For Prince Harry, this transformation was both inspiring and overwhelming. As someone who had always been protective of Meghan, watching her embrace this new version of herself brought tears to his eyes. It wasn't just the change in Meghan that affected him. It was the profound effect it had on their relationship. The emotional toll of being under constant media scrutiny had been wearing on both of them, but Harry saw a side of Meghan that he had never witnessed before. She was no longer burdened by the weight of royal obligations or public expectations. Instead, she was free. Free to live life on her terms. Free to be the woman she had always wanted to be. And free to stand beside her husband as an equal in every sense. This wasn't just about watching his wife succeed. It was about watching her embrace a version of herself that Harry had always believed she could be. But now he was seeing it unfold before his very eyes. This transformation allowed Harry to see a deeper connection between them. It wasn't just about the love they shared. It was about the strength they had found in each other. Meghan's transformation represented the growth of their relationship, as they were no longer just navigating the pressures of royal life, but truly living for one another. Harry realized that, just as Meghan had grown into her own, he too had evolved, becoming more attuned to her needs and desires, and more open to his own growth. Harry's tears were not just a reaction to Meghan's newfound confidence. They were a reflection of the deep bond they shared. They had weathered the storm of public scrutiny together, and in doing so, had learned to grow together as individuals and as a couple. This journey had strengthened their connection in ways they never thought possible. The emotional growth they had undergone was a testament to the power of love, mutual respect, and understanding. The road ahead. As Meghan's transformation continued, Prince Harry also experienced his own changes. The couple began to embrace new challenges and opportunities, leading them down paths they never imagined when they first met. They were no longer trapped by the expectations of the royal family or the weight of public opinion. Instead, they were charting their own course, together. The journey ahead was not without its obstacles, but the bond between Harry and Meghan had never been stronger. They had weathered the storm of public scrutiny together, and in the process, they had both transformed, Meghan into a confident, empowered woman, and Harry into a man who understood the true power of love, vulnerability, and emotional growth. As Meghan's voice became louder, Harry's support for her became stronger. He was no longer the prince who had once followed the family's dictates. He had evolved into a man who made his own decisions, fought for his beliefs, and supported his wife wholeheartedly in doing the same. Together, they were no longer just a couple in the public eye. They were a family, navigating life with purpose, authenticity, and an unbreakable bond. This unexpected transformation was just the beginning of a new chapter for them both. As they moved forward, they were more than just the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They were powerful advocates, compassionate leaders, and loving parents. And no matter what the future held, they were ready to face it together. The media's shift in perception. For years, Meghan Markle had been relentlessly pursued by the media. She had been vilified for every decision, every action, and every move she made. From her relationship with Prince Harry to her departure from royal duties, the press was quick to judge, scrutinize, and criticize her. However, something began to change. As Meghan grew into her new role outside the royal family, there was a noticeable shift in how she was portrayed. The public began to see Meghan not just as a controversial figure, but as someone who was standing firm in her own truth. Her transformation, both personal and professional, was undeniable. She became more involved in her charitable work, using her platform to speak out on social issues, including racial inequality, women's rights, and mental health. With every new project she took on, she became more visible, not just as a former royal, but as a powerful voice in her own right. This shift wasn't just about changing how she was portrayed. It was also about how Meghan chose to embrace the changing narrative. As she delved deeper into issues she was passionate about, her voice began to resonate more with people who had once seen her as the villain in a royal soap opera. It wasn't just about her being an ex-royal. It was about the actions she was taking and the stories she was telling. With each interview, charity initiative, and public appearance, Meghan demonstrated an unwavering commitment to using her influence for good. The world began to see her not just as someone connected to royalty, but as someone capable of bringing change. For the first time in years, the media couldn't simply box her into the narratives they had created. Meghan had taken control of her own story, and the world watched in awe as the woman who had once been criticized for every move she made became a beacon of empowerment and change. The same media outlets that had once taken aim at her were now forced to acknowledge the remarkable transformation she had undergone. They were left to ask, how did Meghan Markle go from being an international target of negativity to a woman of influence, advocacy, and self-assurance? It wasn't just about breaking free from royal constraints. It was about taking control of her narrative, both for herself and for her family. Prince Harry's support. A rock through it all. Prince Harry's unwavering support from Meghan throughout this entire transformation has been pivotal. While Meghan was busy redefining herself, Harry stood by her side, providing emotional support and encouragement. His role in this transformation cannot be understated. He was the one person who saw Meghan not just as the former Duchess of Sussex, but as the woman she was becoming. Harry, who himself had undergone his own evolution in the public eye, understood better than anyone what it was like to have the world scrutinize every aspect of your life. Having lived much of his life in the shadow of his mother's tragic death and the ensuing media frenzy, Harry knew the pressures that came with public attention. He had always struggled with the weight of the expectations placed on him, and when Meghan entered his life, he found someone who shared similar burdens. He admired her resilience and strength from the very beginning, knowing how difficult it must have been for her to face constant criticism, especially as a woman of color. As Meghan embraced her new role outside the royal family, Harry supported her every step of the way. He was always the one behind the scenes, keeping her grounded when the media came after her or when she doubted herself. His constant encouragement allowed Meghan to stand taller, speak louder, and become the person she always wanted to be. Harry, who had always been seen as the more rebellious royal, was the first to understand the need for Meghan to step into her power. For him, this was not just about supporting his wife. It was about witnessing her become the woman who had always been inside her, waiting to break free. Meghan's transformation wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a collective one, and Harry's love, support, and commitment to her were essential parts of the journey. As they walked this new path together, Harry realized that their marriage had not only survived, it had thrived. It had deepened, strengthened, and evolved, just like Meghan herself. The impact on their marriage. As Meghan's transformation unfolded, so too did the bond between her and Harry. The changes in Meghan weren't just personal. She was evolving as a partner, a mother, and a public figure. These shifts in her life were naturally going to affect her marriage to Harry, but rather than causing strain, it only seemed to strengthen their connection. They had always been a team, but now they were navigating life with a deeper understanding of each other's needs, dreams, and desires. The couple had always been open about the challenges they faced, especially in the public eye. But as Meghan stepped into her own power, Harry realized how much he had underestimated her potential. He had seen her face adversity with grace, but it was only now that he truly understood the depth of her strength. As Meghan found her voice, it brought a new dimension to their relationship, one that was based on mutual growth and respect. Their marriage became a partnership not just in the sense of love and support, but in ambition and purpose. They were no longer just the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They were two individuals united by a shared mission to change the world for the better. What's more, the emotional connection between them deepened. No longer did they merely have a relationship built on shared history and royal obligations. They had become two souls with aligned visions for the future. Meghan's transformation allowed Harry to see a new side of her, a side that reflected strength, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to making a difference. And this new side of Meghan inspired Harry to continue evolving alongside her, adapting and growing just as she had. Every milestone Meghan achieved, Harry celebrated with her, knowing that each success was a testament to her unwavering determination. But beyond the successes, Harry also cherished the quiet moments with her, moments that spoke volumes about the true nature of their relationship. Together, they were stronger than ever, and they knew they were ready for whatever challenges lay ahead, raising their family with new values. As Meghan transformed, so too did the way she and Harry approached their roles as parents. Their children, Archie and Lilibet, were growing up in a different world than the one Harry had experienced. While Harry had been raised within the confines of royal tradition, his own children would have the freedom to explore the world on their own terms. Meghan's transformation had instilled in both her and Harry a deep desire to raise their children with values of kindness, empathy, and independence, values that they themselves held dear. Meghan's work, advocating for women's rights, racial equality, and mental health, became an integral part of their family's mission. She and Harry began to raise their children with an understanding of the world beyond their own experiences, instilling in them a sense of responsibility to make a positive impact on the world. The couple emphasized the importance of using their platform for good, teaching their children that their voices mattered and that they had the power to make a difference. Raising children outside the royal spotlight, Meghan and Harry sought to provide them with a more normal upbringing, one that balanced fame with the simple joys of life. They encouraged their kids to appreciate the value of hard work, compassion, and community. Their household was one filled with love, learning, and an ongoing commitment to creating a better world. Meghan's transformation had given them both the tools to parent in a way that was thoughtful, grounded, and future-focused. As they raised their children, Meghan's transformation became a touchstone for how they would lead their family. They wanted to ensure that their children grew up with a sense of purpose, just as Meghan had found. It wasn't just about wealth or privilege, it was about compassion, integrity, and a deep commitment to improving the world. Meghan and Harry wanted to give their children the tools to live meaningful lives, grounded in the values that had come to define their own personal journeys. The emotional moment that changed everything. The day that Prince Harry found himself in tears, witnessing Meghan's transformation, marked a pivotal moment in their relationship and in their lives. It wasn't just the change in Meghan herself, it was the realization of how far they had come together. Meghan, once uncertain and unsure of her place in the world, had transformed into a confident and powerful force, and Harry couldn't have been more proud. The tears weren't born out of sadness. Rather, they came from a deep well of emotion, gratitude, and awe at the woman Meghan had become. He saw in her everything he had always admired: her strength, her intelligence, her unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. But most importantly, he saw in her the partner he had always hoped for, a woman who would not just walk beside him, but lead with him. In that moment, Harry realized that they had grown together as individuals and as a couple, and their journey had only just begun. The tears reflected the joy he felt for Meghan's transformation, but they also symbolized the realization that they were on the verge of something even greater, a future built on love, support, and shared values. And no matter what challenges lay ahead, Harry knew they could face them together, moving forward together. The transformation of Meghan Markle had not only affected her, but it had changed the entire course of her and Harry's lives. As they moved forward, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose. Meghan's newfound strength and confidence had breathed new life into their relationship, and together, they were forging ahead with a vision for the future that was uniquely their own. The journey had been long, filled with obstacles and challenges, but Meghan and Harry had come out stronger on the other side. They were no longer the couple that had been constantly scrutinized by the press. They had become two individuals who had found their own voices and were using them to create lasting change. The world had watched their transformation, and now, as they stepped into the future, the world would see the powerful partnership they had built. What does the future hold for Meghan and Harry? Their transformation is just the beginning of a new chapter, one that will undoubtedly shape their legacy and inspire others to embrace change and growth in their own lives.